Greetings, everyone. Welcome into the hourglass. Happy birthday to the Leos in the house. All right, so we're down to the final weeks in August. Wow. So we do have this full moon in Aquarius coming through. And I wanted to see, so this is like a teachable moment. We're redirecting the energy back to ourselves, all right? So away from careers, away from money, away from that person, right? Back to ourselves. What is a teachable moment around the full moon in Aquarian now, or Aquarius? Now, keep in mind, not all of the cosmic energy, moon phases are going to affect each and every one of you the same. And it's important to remember that, all right? So some may feel it more than others, and that is just okay. Now, the word bridge is flashing in my mind. So, new moon in Aquarius, some of you are going to be finding a new path or following your own path. Like a bridge, bridges is like a safe way. It's a transition from one state to another, or a desire for change, bridging the gap between your higher self, or your masculine, your feminine, the yin and yang, to create this balance, this flow, so you could move forward in a more structured way. All right. Sorry, I have my sleepy voice on. All right, so bridging. We have a bridge that's being opened up here or is being built, but somebody's transitioning. Most of you may be still in a transition. Some of you are achieving your goals, and that's beautiful. Whether that's in well-being, romance, family, careers. All right, so let's begin. What does my viewer need to know about it's the full moon in Aquarius. My bad. Full moon in Aquarius. There's going to be a revelation, you guys. We have surrender fear. I'm getting ahead of myself today. Let's do one by one. It says, let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So some of you, it may feel like you're not getting anywhere, but that's not entirely the truth. Things may be happening in your spirit realm or internally before you could actually see the results or see any type of improvements in the physical. Sci-fi distracted me there. So some of you may have fear. It's kind of restricting you or limiting you in some way. I'm feeling like when this fear arises, it feels like this burning sensation. It could feel like anxiety as well. So pay attention to the emotions that you may be feeling when it's time for you to actually step forward. Be mindful of the stories or your ego stories that may be trying to keep you in a loop for your own safety or a fear of the unknown here, right? It says surrender to receiving support and love. Allow love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So for some of you, I do get a whiff of pride and fear, maybe kind of like pushing yourself or pushing people away that really wants to see you grow here. So whether this support comes from angelic assistance or human beings walking on this planet Earth, or animals or nature, or even a simple meme, this is some sort of support and love coming through to you. So take it in, digest it, apply it, and take those steps forward. Penguin steps, baby steps, what have you. And we have a lot of purple energy, purple colors. So that is the crown chakra with the solar plex. And I'm kind of getting the sacral chakra as well with the oranges and yellow. So, these colors may be very significant. They may be attached to any type of meme that have some sort of assistance for you. Surrender defensiveness and creativity. So we have surrender to creativity, but surrender the defensiveness. So some of you may want to do this thing on your own, but you're being guided to kind of open up yourself more. Stop being so narrow-minded and getting so defensive. Listen without being defensive. Listen without trying to respond or react. Just simply take it in. You don't have to make a decision. You don't have to say anything right now. Take it in. Take notes, right? We have defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So we have a lot of fire energy. And I sent my mom I See Fire by Ed Sheeran. I love that song. It's from The Hobbit, the movie Hobbit. No, that's not the name of the title of the movie, but you get what I'm saying. And listen, you know, it helps. That song helps a lot of people to battle depression and loneliness, especially when they're going through a transition. The fire from the dragon, and the dragon could be our own guilt, as the bottom line in that Hobbit's story was greed, was power, was riches, and how we overcome that by being open, by letting our team, our family, our brothers, our sisters help. Sometimes we can't see beyond our habits or these ego stories. And this is where love, this is where the support of our teammates, our family, our children come in. So lower the defense, lower your arms, you know. This is not the time to fight love. This is a time to embrace it. Again, fire is a sense of purification. We have phoenix risings. Some of you may be directly connected to the firebirds. So fire is a purification, all right? It helps burn out whatever doesn't belong, all right? And it purifies what needs to be, that needs to stay. I have so much I want to say. It's like my heart is so full right now. All right, so yeah, some of you may be battling depression, pain. You may be in a dark spot in your life. You may be having a bad day, or you're feeling hurt or lost, but it's not going to last forever. I'm getting this question, what do you want to know? It's something that somebody wants to know. They may be afraid of the answer, or they get defensive. They feel like they have to guard themselves because they feel kind of hurt or weak here. Again, open yourself to the moment, to love, to support. Get in tune with your spirit care. And when you're open, you will see many other possibilities or options or opportunities here, right? So, I don't know what I want to jump to next. Let's bust down a tarot deck, and then we'll get into what would your angels and ancestors would like you to know. Because I want to keep this short and brief, because I know a lot of you are not really into self right now, and that's okay. Some of you may be very distracted by a very defensive person, and guess what? I think they're that defensiveness, that defensive energy, you're almost mimicking, you're mirroring this person's defensiveness. So if you're an empath, if you're very empathic to the people around you, you kind of like soak up their energy and their emotions. It's really time for you to step back and take a look. Does this energy belong to me? Does this truth belong to me? Does these habits belong to me, or did I adapt them as a way to cope with others around me, to fit in, to not rock the boat? So those are things to think about here, person that's watching. I do appreciate your energy being here on the channel. I didn't have my coffee today because I jumped right into the video. So I'm feeling kind of like my eyelids are still kind of heavy. Oh, my cards are like falling and drooping here. And that's the Alliance card. That is Alliance. We have the masculine and feminine joining hands here. Again, that could be all your energy, your internal energy. This does not have to deal with anyone specifically, romantic, platonic, friendly, whatever. All right. So we do have we have Judgment. So I was going to talk about the Troy image in the back and judgment came out. So cause and effect is really strong here. We have the Troy energy. So some people may want to gift you, but this gift may be part of betrayal. So keep in mind in the stuff that you're accepting. Some of you may be making birthday this month, and you know you have people that still have some beef with you, even though they may not show it. Be aware of the gifts or whatever that's being given to you. It's not attached with some sort of lower energy. All right, I'm just saying. Some of you may be needing to start exchanging your gifts with the world. This is a positive movement or a positive act that you may be guided to do. So yeah, there is consequences. Somebody may be trying to seek revenge, or you may be trying to seek revenge. But remember, revenge has consequences. Everything you do has consequences, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. So let's bust down the tarot. I think that's enough shuffling. All right, let's see what's going on. I am going to be calling zodiac signs out. We have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. Very interesting. So we may have a group of people here that may be kind of like reflecting on how they feel about a love offer, or how you feel about your intuition. Again, there's a question. Somebody wants to know the truth. Somebody wants to know what the problem is, or the lie here, or the solution. Somebody may be kind of very super emotional here, feeling lost without love and support. Some of you may be in a point of your life where you really have to rely on your own intuition with the Fish in the Cup, Piscean energy. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer with the Queen of Cups. I am picking up a Gemini, Cancer energy. Doesn't have to be, but there's some Piscean energy. So beware of the illusions that you may be feeding yourself, illusions with ego stories. Be aware that you're not spiraling down an emotional storm here. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups may be feeling very super emotional. Does not have to mean a woman. This could be male or female. Energy is king here on the hourglass, all right? So pay attention to the ebb and flow. Go with the flow of how you're feeling. Honor your feelings here and your emotions. Don't unpack and live there. Stay in the present moment. So you're going to have to balance, you know, operating or controlling your energy. So pay attention to how you feel about a certain situation. Pay attention to what your intuition is trying to tell you about how you feel. Some of you may be very dreamy with the Page of Cups, or you're feeling kind of loving and you want to have fun, but you may be afraid to kind of move forward. Some of you are dealing with a very defensive person, or someone, you know, they respond very defensive towards you. And it may be because you're super emotional right now. So teachable moments. Queen of Cups, take care of yourself. Nourish your emotions. Sit with it. Feel it out instead of suppressing it for some of you. I'm not saying to glorify these emotions. Just check it out. Check it out. Feel it out. Some of you may hear some sort of gossip. Beware of gossipy friends, or friends that's trying to seek revenge on you. Somebody could be playing on your emotions. I'm also hearing, you know, reconsider who you're opening your heart to and your support. I just got your beauty is internal. Oh my God. So you're a beautiful person inside out, male or female. Beautiful, very beautiful person. Some of you could be feeling very lusty, possibly disappointed over a new love, or a loved one that is super defensive. This person feels disempowered by you. You may be someone that you could be very intellectual, very smart, but you stay in your emotions, or you operate from emotions, or this is what this person believes. This is their perception of you. And it makes them very disempowered or defensive. And that's, again, that's their perspective. For some of you, you have been this has been projected onto you. So right now you may be keeping your emotions suppressed. Listen, your emotions is a part of you. Some of you, your intuition is giving you guidance about a situation, but you're very afraid to see the truth. You can't do this alone, person. So if you need to talk to a friend, a trusted friend that has the best interest at heart for you, go ahead and do that. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're doing something that's hurting you here with the wounded warrior. So you may be trying the same thing over and over, wanting a different results, and that's just not gonna happen. You're gonna have to kind of come out of your comfort zone, and you may be emotional about that. You may be very afraid. You may be kind of putting up a lot of walls against that, but you have to stay determined with the Nine of Wands. You have what it takes. You have the energy. You have the power, but you really have to fight through this fear instead of blocking or caging yourself in with the Nine of Wands. That's just what I'm seeing. Some of you could be getting a lot of pressure in the head, the crown chakra, especially with the purple right above the Nine of Wands. So you could be suffering with migraines, or you're just very sensitive to light. Some of you may have been weeping for some time. Some of you may be on your period. You may be starting your period. Ladies, I'm speaking to you. You may be starting your cycle and you're very emotional, or you're having like emotional breakdowns. It's because of your cycle, all right? It's that time of the month to purge, all right? So with the Nine of Wands, some of you may have suspicions about someone, or someone is having suspicions about you. There's a sense of hesitation and like very edgy or on the edge type of vibe with the Nine of Wands. Again, this could be, delays, disappointments. This could also feel like being in a dark place right now because of fear. Some of you are like romancing, or you're really holding on to the past. You dwell in it. You get super emotional about it. I feel like for some of you, you're listening to songs that kind of pull you back to the past. Some of you are really defensive with the Nine of Wands and surrender defensiveness. And it may be because you feel very weak at this moment. You may feel like you're not in a stable position in life, so you're super guarded. Wow. Some of that guardedness or defensiveness could be holding you back from meeting a middle ground here, from understanding what true compromise may be. Page of Cups. All right, so I saw the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you know what? You and this person, I'm feeling like both, we have two people playing a waiting game, or somebody's waiting something out. This could be both your energy. You could be super, super in your feminine energy, ultra sensitive or super sensitive, super emotional, and it's like you're trying your best to stay grounded, to be very rational about the situation. It's almost like you may have lost your passion, or you lost, I'm hearing lackluster. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, something didn't play out the way that you wanted it to, and you may have like lost your interest in, I don't know, socializing, or just putting in that team effort, or working with someone. You know, this person, male or female, they could have been very defensive because, again, you're super emotional, or you operate from emotions. And this person, yeah, 10 of Cups, 4 of Swords. Someone else is here with you in this teachable moment. I wanted it to be all about you, but somebody's here too as well. We have the Page of Wands. All right, so you may be embarking on a beginning here of a different cycle. Some of you may be very paranoid about your happiness. Some of you may have gotten a new offer and you're kind of like suspicious about it. Some of you may have a very emotional dream. It made you very emotional. I do feel like there's another energy here with you. I feel like somebody wants to help you carry the weight, or they want to support you, but they may feel like right now you may need to recover from something that kind of pushed you over the edge emotionally. We have Queen of Pentacles. This feels like I'm seeing Gemini, Cancer. I'm also seeing Virgo, Taurus with Aquarius. We have Libra and we have strong Piscean energy. So you know what? A hope of happiness or hope of true love may have went into like a silent period. Both of you may need to take a break from each other. I feel like it was like moves after moves, or someone was moving according to somebody else's move. And I feel like both people in this situation may have backed off. Both of you may be healing or slowly healing, slowly recovering. It's almost like I'm getting in this teachable moment where we're supposed to be redirected back to you. I feel like with the Nine of Wands, both party was extremely guarded here. There was a possible potential to start a new cycle when it came to happiness or inner happiness. And I feel like someone was too guarded to kind of help move things forward. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, ambitious with this caring energy, this may be the role that you need to play as best movement forward. That's what I'm getting. So, with this bridge, this could be bridging a friendship. This could be also two friendship. This could be girlfriends. You know, your best girl. Or it could be romantic, take it how it resonates. But the best course of action moving forward is really pay attention, honor how you feel. If you need to rest, honor that. If your body is telling you, listen, I can't go anymore, it's okay to take a rest. You know, I feel like it's two questions here. It's something about what do I want to know? I want to know the truth, and it's also how do I fix this? So it could be two people here, or it could be one. Again, this is imbalance because we have two feminine energies, so you may be very closed off to giving, but very much wants to receive. And by all means, that may be very necessary for you right now, but it's a way how to do this very diplomatically. You're not easily fooled. And that's why you're super guarded, or you're guarded against someone here. And I feel like this person, if they were very masculine, in a very defensive energy, you know, not listening, only is like talking really loud, or, you know, climbing up and feel attacked when you guys are conversating or working together. I feel like this person has now calmed down. They feel a little bit more empathic or open or even patient with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like someone feels justified with taking a break or sleeping on this situation. I'm hearing I'm hearing when I overthink, I fall back pretty hard, and they feel justified in that. It has a lot to do with happiness or true love situation. I feel like somebody wants to be very flirtatious with you, but they feel like they may stir up some emotions that they're not ready to take on. So they may just kind of like lay it back right now, kind of giving you a break to heal or recover from something here. Maybe this person was not there for you when you needed them the most, and now they feel like they have to step back and let you heal or let the dust settle in some way. Some of you are super guarded because you're trying to learn from the past. You're trying not to repeat something here. This may feel like a test of faith. This may feel like you're on another beginning of self-discovery. So if you have recently closed out a situation with someone, you called judgment, you made a final decision, and now you have answered a call for a higher path. For some of you, I feel like you are on it. You just begun, because we have the pages, and pages could talk about beginning stages. This could also feel like communication. Somebody wants to kind of like muster up the confidence, come in very excited, bubbly, but flirtatious. But it's like, I want to, but like, what's the point? It's almost like somebody is avoiding talking to you because it's going to lead to a very emotional conversation. This person, both of you may be resisting each other. If this is a true love situation, you know for sure that this person is your true love and vice versa. I feel like the both of you may be avoiding each other right now because it's like I need to go on this path for my own true happiness. Hey, there is a potential for marriage or a happy ending. Some of you could be married to this person and right now you guys are like taking a break or you're not speaking, but it's still fondness, it's still admiration, it's still attachment here with the 10 of cups. And attachment doesn't have to mean necessarily a negative thing. You could love someone and still have a very healthy attachment to them. All right. Some of you may be suffering or still kind of like transitioning, breaking away from very dysfunctional family habits. I'm seeing a church or a synagogue or a temple. So I don't know if somebody's going to a place of prayer just for a little bit of peace, or there's a sanctuary. Some of you may be redecorating your home to feel more cozy with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, feeling very domesticated, wanting to kind of like create this ambiance of peace. Go ahead and do so. If you're feeling creative and you want to redecorate, go ahead, go for it. I do feel like someone here feels broken, but you could be just distracted and in denial about something here. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're broken, honey. And if you're broken, it's time to pick up the pieces and pull yourself together by going into this healing energy of the Four of Swords. There's disharmony here between you and someone, and this person really holds the emotional connection to a higher regard, or they value your feelings. They may not be showing it because they're in their own they do consider your emotions, but they may be still a little guarded and defensive. I feel like this is mirroring each other. There's children involved here as well. Somebody could feel really at home or in this bliss when they're with their children. Somebody's trying to guard their children here as well. I feel like somebody's trying to do too much with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. Somebody's trying to do too much and they're really guarded or defensive about receiving help. Listen, the card in the back says that you need to relieve some sort of pressure. You need to take a break. Maybe you need to hire a babysitter, someone that's very trustworthy. You need to take a break, all right? And nurture yourself, take care of your body. Really pay attention to how you feel. Write it out, journal. Become a journalist for the day. You know, we are all co-creators. You could be what you want every day. You know, as soon as that sun come up, you have so many new potentials. So be open to it. All right? Some of you may have thought that you had the perfect relationship, or this has the potential to become a perfect relationship, but you may be dealing with someone that's super fearful of this love. They may have came from a shattered home where love and support was non-existent, and you may feel right now that your love is being unappreciated. This person may not know how to work with an emotional person like yourself or create that love and stability. This person may not even be emotional intelligent. This person may be on their own bridge as well, transitioning. So it's important to have compassion and acceptance here. I feel that when I look at the church images, it's all about acceptance. You're welcome here regardless of your race, how you look, your ethnic background. We come here for a place of prayer, of worship. Somebody may be worshiping you as well, or you're worshiping this love that you feel for someone. Some of you could be very idealistic in love. You want that fairy tale, you want that happy ending, and you possibly do deserve it. But there's some healing that needs to be done. There's some truth that needs to be recognized. All right? There's some loss, there's some weak feelings had, there's hurt feelings. Some of you may be dealing with someone that love the thought of you or love the thought of love, but they're very defensive with actually having it. Aye. This person may be questioning themselves at night. Why do I react this way? Why am I so guarded against my emotions? They have a lot to think about, but they think about this a lot at night. Something about being humble. Some of you may have lost something very dear to you, very close to your heart. And there's a fear to try again. There's a fear to move forward. Some of you may have a phobia with going outside, may have a lot of anxiety due to the pandemic. Get out and talk to someone or talk to someone online to give you more advice or suggestions or support. There's a gathering in the future. There's a family gathering, or there's going to be a reunion in the future. As soon as these lessons are learned, remember, others learn differently. We all have different ways of learning things, of dealing with fears, of anxiety. I feel a lot of anxiety and fear paired with the Four of Swords here. So someone needs to regroup. I don't know if this is you. You need to regroup. You need to create a new self-care regimen or routine. I'm hearing get some skincare. That always helps. Someone is slowly recovering. So teachable moment around the full moon in Aquarius. There's going to be a slow healing. But someone is at the beginning stages of transitioning in a new cycle with judgment. The karmic debt has already been paid. The lesson has been learned. And now you have another opportunity to move forward in a baby step motion or notion. But you may be letting your defensive or guardedness block you from true happiness, from true love within yourself first and foremost and out. So with the judgment energy, there's going to be another awareness here, or new awareness that's coming to you with the pages. It's a time of realization, of self-discovery, of your, you got it, of yourself here. So there's a calling. Someone is going to be elevated or uplifted with the Ten of Cups, but you have to stay determined. Caring, ambitious energy may be a role that you need to play. If you're feeling like in a funk, some sort of potential true love may have took a rest period for healing. Get out there and help others, help people that you love, so you could feel that gratitude, so you could feel appreciated. All right? So that may be the teachable moment around this full moon in Aquarius. Use your humanitarian energy. If you don't, get some pets or charity. Do some charity work, get into a club. It's almost like you need to be around a different group of people so you could have a new perspective here, or new ideas, fresh ideas. So with the judgment, there has been a new awareness about somebody's guardedness and defensiveness and anxiety. So some of you may be learning how to cope and finding new outlets of happiness. Some of you need to open your heart, say affirmations. You know, if you, whatever you believe in, ask for help, assistance to open your heart to light, to push the pain, the anxiety, and the fear out. And this light is you. Let's see what your angels and ancestors has to tell you, and we're going to close it up. I hope you guys are enjoying this teachable moment around the full moon in Aquarius. That's coming up. All my readings are timeless. I'm hearing you need to get some rest, and rest does not have to be forcing yourself to sleep. Just chillax. Get your favorite drinky poo with your favorite fruits in there, or if you don't drink drinky poos, get some water, some flavored fruity water, and chill out. You know, have a sun bath. Talk to the moon. Talk to the ethers. Talk to the Most High. Talk to your higher self. Get to know your darker energies. Embrace it. There's a feeling of helpless or hopelessness, and that's not true. Maybe some of you are hopeless about love, but if you feel that love does exist. All right? You just have to be patient for someone that's in alignment with that same belief. All right? I'm getting that someone needs to pay attention, or you need to kind of like um not relearn or learn your love language, but pay attention to your love language. Instead of focusing on other people and what they don't do and what they do, pay attention to your love language. Study your love language. All right. And there we have the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Yes, you guys are highly intuitive right now. Pay attention. Write it down. You don't have to unpack and live there. But take note, write it down, journal it, record it. So we have the Druid energy. We have whole space. So some of you may be into Druidism. I hope I pronounced that right. Doesn't have to be. Some of you may be needing to connect to the wooded areas. If you have wooded areas around where you live, it's time to kind of like reconnect with the trees, with the leaves here as well. Whole space. So holding things together. Like I said, if you fell apart, or you just came out of a connection, a marriage, a relationship that you thought that this was your true love, your true happiness, and you're left to pick up the pieces, it's time for you to hold yourself together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes, because again, we have the Page's energy. Even though you're in a queen status, male or female, very mature, very patient, could be heavily experienced or seasoned, we still are on the beginning stages of a new awareness here. So don't make any sudden moves or changes. It's time to stand firm or stay strong. You know where you want to go. So it's time to make plans, because all good warriors, wounded warriors, have plans, all right? So it's time to get prepared, and it's time to plan on where you're supposed to be in life, or where you want to be, your true potential. Now, some of you could come from the British Isles, or you have British background, but you may have a deep connection. We saw the moon, and now we have the Druid. So you may have a deep connection to the sun or the moon, or both. All right, this is like some scholar energy. I think the Druids, they had their own, what is this, tree languages here, or they had their own languages. Some of you may be scholars, or again, clubs, book clubs, pet clubs, computer science clubs. Something with a scholar and clubs here. And I'm not talking about clubs where you go, wild out. I'm talking about clubs that you share interests with. I mean, you could see people at the club like that too as well, but you know what I'm saying. It's time to get creative. We saw the creativity card. It's time to tap in or lean into your creative skills. Some of you may be into poetry. Some of you may be into pottery. I'm seeing beads. I'm seeing candles. I'm seeing foods. I'm seeing cakes as well. Whatever you use your hands for, get into that craftsmanship, because again, sometimes it's not love of people that pulls us out of dark spots. It's passionate projects that actually save us as well. If you have children, get with your children and teach them a craft that you like, a skill that you have. It's like passing something down, passing the baton, or passing a creative skill down in your family as well. Some of you may be very, I don't want to say bullyish, but you're very guarded. You have a chip on your shoulder, and your children may be kind of fearful or turned off by this type of behavior that you're exhibiting. So keep in mind, if you do have smaller children, or if you have children, grandchildren, foster children, what have you, even a teacher, you could be a teacher here as well that has, children that really look up to you. Keep that in mind, that they're a part of your life to help you tap into your creative / teacher skills, all right? So when the Druid appears in a reading, it's time to kind of like dig deep. I'm hearing dig deep past a memory. All right, so some of you may have to kind of like reflect on a past memory. I'm hearing that you have to go deep. You have to go completely deep down and go back to the memory, to where things all change. So I don't know if you had an incident that happened that kind of shift your perception of what happiness or happy family or happy home is, but you need to go back to that point in time and kind of like face that memory whatever trapped you in a box, whatever limits you, you have to go back to that around this full moon in Aquarius, or it's going to happen. A situation may reflect that past memory, and that's going to happen to give you, again, new awareness with judgment, to help you be elevated or uplifted out of a box, all right? Or out of a limitation, or out of this chip on your shoulder with this edge type of vibe. Don't change any of your plans too drastically right now. Trust the process, trust the ebb and flow with the Queen of Cups, and let everything just happen before you take more steps. So the first card is asking you to take baby steps, rest with the Four of Swords, kind of look at how things are being played out, go with the ebb and flow. It's almost like you're gonna have to, and remember I talk about move after move. It's almost like you're gonna have to make a move, then you're gonna have to wait, patiently wait and observe, and then, you know, study how you feel about it, and then move on again, or move again. All right. This card is asking you to think about trees, because my eyes is just going on the bark of the tree. So this card is asking for you to think of trees, think of how strong the roots are, think about how sturdy and grounded a tree is. When the wind blows or when storms come, the roots is always in the ground. Some of you, you're going to continue to grow. You're going to bear fruits of happiness as well. That could be in the form of children, I have to add, or, you know, a passionate project that brings you bliss or internal happiness. I also feel like your life is actually reflecting your choices. So be aware that you do have choice. You are the co-creator here. Pay attention to your intuition. Trust the ebb and flow and things. Observe, rest if you need to, because things are unfolding. And I feel like things are shifting, changing, and unfolding, and your anxiety is being triggered here, because you're being asked to trust the process, and your anxiety or your ego stories is kind of like pushing against that. So keep in mind that you may be over dramatic in some ways, but that's okay. You may need to join a theater club, or if you know what I'm talking about. So don't change your plans too drastically right now. Baby steps, rest, and continuing is the way to go. Again, be open to help. This could be celestial, angelic, or even human help. It does not have to mean material help or support. This could also be emotional support, being that we have the Queen of Cups energy. All right, so this is the teachable moment. Again, it's a self-discovery phase. You're embarking on a new one. This feels very new and fresh energy. It has something to do with your own defensiveness and your own guardiness. You're guarded, all right? And you may be kind of pushing away your true happiness, because it's not what you want it to look like. The process is not happening like how you would like it to. And again, this life is made for discovery. So be open, be this explorer in your own life. All right, be that tree. I'm not saying you have to stay stuck where you're at, but be grounded and know that you're going to be blessed with fruits of happiness. All right, you're going to be fruitful. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys did enjoy this teachable moment around the full moon in Aquarius. We are in Leo season, but all my videos are timeless. If you want to donate and tip, or hit that tip jar for the hourglass to keep the lights on in the neighborhood, hit that description box below. And I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.